Leo Ming's new book, and it's called, right over here, Yang Short Form, A Beginner's Guide to Tai Chi Chuan. I'm very honored to be here. Normally, you wouldn't give a preface to a year, but I think it's valid to give 2020 its due. It's given us a bit of a challenge, and we're facing many, many challenges in our modern world. And I think it's only fair that we could turn for answers to age-old wisdom. And Tai Chi Chuan offers that kind of wisdom. So I'm very grateful to be here. If you would like to buy a copy of the book, it is available here today. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you have been having a good time. Let's begin the proceedings. Now, this book has taken almost 4 years to get to this very, very exciting place to be able to be launched today. And it is the work predominantly of 3 people. And of course, one of the main proponents of that is this lovely man over here, Leo Ming. Give him a round of applause. I'd just like to point something out right now. Now, Leo is quite a stylish guy, apart from being a general master. But I see, Leo, you've kind of dressed to match your book today. So, I'm watching you. But yes, Leo is a man of many talents. And this book is a culmination not only of almost 4 years worth of work, but also a lifetime that he has spent dedicated to his practice. And we know him well, and it's the reason why you're with us here today. So, without further ado, we're going to do some thank yous. I'm going to pass the mic over to the one and only Leo Ming. Give him a round of applause.
As Damon said, it's been a long 4 years, but really satisfying 4 years. So thank you. I'm very honored to see so many of you here, and it's quite amazing. It's quite amazing the turnout during these times. Okay, so the first person I'd like to thank is Caroline, who's online. Sorry you can't be here. She's in Ireland, and she. With her tireless effort, Caroline, you are an amazing person. You wrote, you edited, you did a lot of research and some more research. You contacted people overseas. You're just a motivated and professional person in everything that you do. So thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. And then Roll, who's Caroline's hubby, also online. For your video making, your photography, giving up your time, and on the transfer of all the files that we took on video and stills, and tirelessly putting them into the book, rearranging them in good order. So thank you very much, Rob. Then the third person, my other partner, Renee. Renee has relocated to Ireland. To Meisner, She now has a different lifestyle, and she did the design and the layout of the book. The coloring, the colors, the matching colors, the fonts, all the design work. So we've had a lot of meetings back and forth and correcting it again over and over. So I'd like to thank her sincerely from the bottom of my heart, those 2 people, to make this book what it is. Insights, the surprises, the passion, the relationships, the diversity, the yin and the yang, the places. From Wudang Mountains of China to Arleston, from South Africa to Ireland and beyond. The laughter, the disappointments, the challenges, the joy, and the reliable gift of change. Every day being able to discover and appreciate something new, now and past. Thank you, Sir Fulio, for the opportunity to explore a few of the roads with you and discover Taiji. Wishing you the purest Taiji energy for the launch on the 14th. Renee, thank you very much. So Andrew, who couldn't be with us today, his mum's ill, so he's in Durban. And I hope you maybe at least online and seen. Andrew, thanks a lot for all your readily available advice on local publishing scene. ABC Printers, Lightning Source in UK. Talana, hands up there, Talana. Any kind of planning or events management or encouraging, that's the person to speak to. I mean, without you, Talana, we wouldn't have been able to do this. The superb production, online skills, putting the Facebook, Zoom together, your time, your prep, making it happen, calm under pressure. Your Tai Chi practice is working. My sister Patty in Boston, for yet more, yeah she is, for yet more proofreading on the book, back and forth. Natalie, who is always available to assist. Special thanks to Damon, my MC. Where are you, Damon?
Behind it.
Okay. My MC, my friend. I met Damon when he approached me to cast for the movie Super Mama. During the movie, he always checked in on me to see if I was okay. He always tried to get the best out of me. Thanks. A special acknowledgement. There are some Springbok karatekas in the house. One of them is my first karate instructor and Springbok, Bakas Wendell. He flew up from Durban. Okay. Thanks to Eddie Johnny for sharing your knowledge and imparting wisdom through the years. It has led to my growth. Okay. To all the overseas Zoomers, thanks for joining us. There are numerous ones from each country. UK, we've got a few. I've got a private student. I've got a spread there. Spain, a couple. Greece, Nick. So she passed from cancer, and it was beautiful. I mean, we brought her home from hospital, and we had her in our house till the last day. So, to you, Mom. Last but not least, Service Station for having us.
A beautiful introduction. And Caroline, we're going to have some questions for you as the publisher of the book. Can you hear me clearly?
I don't learn by following, I learn by writing. So we arranged some private lessons and met in a park once a week. And I had to ask Leo to explain to me what every move that he did was and where it originated and what direction it was in. And I wrote all of this down because I couldn't really remember it. And I wanted to practice when I got home. And after about a month of this, and I got some notes, and I started writing them up when I got home, and then I'd go back the next week and I'd check what I'd actually done, what I'd written, and Leo would correct me.
Great. So take us through the process, because it has been pretty much close to 4 years, and you know, to the uninitiated who've never published a book before, that's like an extraordinarily long time. So just take us briefly through the journey.
So we did a print-on-demand option, and that's how we decided to go. We discussed it with Andrew. He had some really good ideas and had some very good advice. And the South African option is absolutely local, and the international option is with the UK, Lightning Source in the UK.
Great. So quite a journey.
I really hope, sorry I interrupted you, I really hope that it's a practical, valuable book, I would have liked it to be a lot less expensive, but costs are what costs are, and the majority of it is printing. Yeah, so I hope it helps a lot of people along their Tai Chi journey like it's helped me.
Yeah. And we will now put Leo under the spotlight. Leo, you've spoken a little bit of your history and how you got, it started.
Thanks, Kevin. So, when I was about 6, we moved up from Pretoria to Joburg, and my dad had, my mom and my dad had a corner store. My dad had Tai Chi classes at that time. There was a master that came from China, Zhong Tai Jiang, and he used to teach the community. My dad and my uncle went to the classes. Sometimes they took me with at night, and I was looking at these strange, slow movements, wondering what and why. On the occasion when my dad got back from training, he said to me, "Come, we're going to do some Tai Chi." So he took me through some of the moves, and I remember some of the moves, and some of the moves I totally forgot. But what I do also remember, he made me stand in Jamjong, which is, you all know, holding the tree. And it seemed like maybe about 5 hours, but it was probably about 5 minutes. And I would close my eyes, and he said, "Close your eyes." Close my eyes, and nothing really transpired. Open, looked up, and he had his eyes closed. So that was my initial introduction. At the age of about 7 or 8 years old, my uncle, who was involved in karate at that time, he said, "Come, we're going to do some practice some karate." So inside the room, we did some karate with basic punches and blocks. That was my initial opening to the hand side.
Great, interesting, yeah. So you went from Gojru to Komajutsu, yeah. So the transition then from those two styles, or the parallels rather, between those two styles, and you mentioned the spiritual aspect. How did you end up being so deeply involved in Tai Chi? What are the parallels?
So, all martial arts have a connection, whether it be especially a spiritual connection. But there's trade-offs, and there was trade between Okinawa, China, and Japan, and so there were fusions and mix of.
I mean, you and I have known each other for quite a while, and there's something about the way someone who has done martial arts for a length of time, such as you, shows up in the world. Have you thought about that ever? Have you noticed that your interaction with the world, the way you interface, is not like most other people? So just speak a little bit about that. In other words, how has this long history of practicing martial arts at such a high level, how has that impacted how you show up in the world?
Thanks, Kevin. I think you know a lot. I mean, we could talk for another session on this, but so I'm told that I maybe think differently or interact differently with people. Realizing and understanding about emptying your mind and your body to be able to grasp something. We also full of ideas and full of energy in the head. So the brain is finding it difficult to sometimes slow down. We can speed up, yes, we can speed up, but we can't slow down. Slow down is a major, that's a very vital aspect of being still and therefore being in a meditative situation and therefore reflecting correctly or making correct decisions in life. Okay? But when your head's full of other ideas, it interferes with that. So meditation for everybody in some way or the other is very important. I'd like them to know nothing and everything. What is inspirational for me is to see my students progressing in whatever it doesn't. When I say progressing, it's not on a linear fashion. It may not happen on a linear fashion. In fact, maybe it shouldn't. It should happen, in different areas of their life. And it may be just a way of thinking, just a way of turning their minds around, physically maybe, grasping techniques. That's a very basic method or way. But further than that, enhancing their daily lives. Because we all want to be better people, better at ourselves. The world at the moment is in such chaos.